going with the scoop and go method. I got to shout. Some folks in town. African dance and drumming is happening in another town. So I got to put some stuff together really, really quick and get out the door. So this has been the way I move for years. So I can look around, whatever's available. If I had 2 coconuts, a sweet potato, a young coconut, some ginger, some pineapple skin, I will make something. It's actually quite delicious from whatever is around me. And, I was just thinking as I'm here, you know how sometimes you have a bunch of containers, greetings, Doris, and you can never find the lid for your containers. So first of all, some containers that I have that are, I'm going to recycle them because if I, in case I need to let this go out in the street, I can release this. So I just made the pineapple lemonade. There's no sweetener, none, none, none. And I'm also using the skins, plus a lot of jengibre or ginger. So please let me find a lid that can fit here. Why can't I find a lid? That's the whole point of choosing these containers, is to have a lid that I can toss. Ah, that's it. So I don't go anywhere without food, y'all. Don't do it. It's like my credit card and my wallet. Why? Why would I do that to myself? I did tell you I was junk food junkie, right? People think I'm playing. And also, this is my garden outfit. I don't want to mess up my outfit. I had to go water, deal with the bunnies and stuff, scoop and go so I can get out the door. And workout this morning was fire. Where were y'all for the workout? Y'all can't get up early? Where you? That's where I'm at. So check it. I just went out in the yard very quickly and pulled this. There's some chard. These are very tender. When you grow your own greens, they're so tender. There's 4 different greens here. 4 different greens. I just picked it in a matter of minutes. Not all of these do you find commonly. We're so used to just kale, curly kale, like lettuces, but there are other greens that we can grow that may grow more easily in your soil. So for my flower fit community, start to research. And also this is why I want to foster and cultivate community, because if you're in the conversation, the books are one thing, but to put your hands in the soil and see what's growing. If you have homies and all of y'all growing things, then you're giving each other different information. I need help getting up early, but I did work out when I got up the kids and we're getting ready for school. I feel you. I feel you. I've always had jobs and different lines of work where I have to get up early in the travel industry, as a chef, as a personal trainer. Plus, I always saw my grandma Lou, one of my icons, get up when it's dark. And so her food was done, dinner was done very early. Her house was so clean that it was like a Mr. Clean commercial. So just watching her set the tone. So I just pulled all of these greens out of the yard. You know how much they would be charging me for organic greens? That's where sometimes I just have to stop and like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to rinse these off. I have some cucumbers. So I'm moving a little fast, y'all. I already made something to drink because it's very hot. It's been going up to over almost 100 degrees yesterday. Maybe it's a little bit like low 90s, so it wasn't as bad. So I'm going to make sure I wash these. There are different things you can use to wash your vegetables. Some people use sea salt. Some people use baking soda. Some people use vinegar, cider vinegar, or if you're buying the more expensive cider vinegars, you can use perhaps a cheaper one, right, or lesser quality. It's up to you. I'm giving you options, right, because I do understand having a spending plan, especially if you're a mom, of which I am a mother. So you may need to use the lesser quality one sometimes to rinse your vegetables, and use the other one for the organic cider vinegar for some of your recipes, if that makes sense. Right? So all of these, when I spent time in my grandma in her kitchen, or just sitting down next to her, she was shelling peas or picking the stones out of peas and stuff. That's how I learned. That's how we tell you, get on board, get on board. And, I keep it real with y'all. Sometimes getting up early was like, oh my gosh. But I'll tell you, as a woman, as a mother, I got to throw this stuff together fast. I realized when my son got up, it's a wrap. Nothing else is happening. I would get so irritated at missing my workout or my movement practice, because that was time that's quality time for myself, right? That's good quality time. So if I didn't get that in, I find myself irritable. So, getting up early will likely have you reverse engineer and start to really look at how you are spending your 24 hours. Many people aren't even getting 8 hours of sleep. So you'll start to look at your time wasters and the conversation that you're having about nothing. When you could, and then it feels so amazing. It feels so absolutely amazing. And then when you start to think of people in your face complaining complaining about stuff they have no intention on changing or getting into action around what you say your values are. So just, step back without being, condemning. Just look at the patterns. How long have we or other people been saying the same thing? Same concern. Still complaining about the relationship, complaining about you don't like your body. If you're not getting into action, I got to go. My grandma Lou was not available for complaining. You was complaining, she was already on the next corner. When she needed somebody to help her get something done, you gonna say, "Oh, Lou, I gonna help you." So when you ready to come back, you like, "Lou, I ready for you." She said, "Child, sit down, have a cup of tea. I done finished already." So I always watch Grandma. Grandma got stuff done. She wasn't an excuse person. And I never heard that woman complain, not one time. Now, granted, if she was almost 100 years old with plaits in her hair and a bunch of, dark chocolatey skin, I'm sure she done seen some stuff. Most pleasant human being I have ever met. Give the Dalai Lama a run for his money. And she had common sense, too. So she said, "You're welcome here. Just don't bring foolishness around me." So she's one of my icons just because she was so pleasant. Oh, my gosh. Such a joy. Such a joy to be around. Let me see if I have a red onion sitting here. So I'm going to throw that in. All right, so meals in minutes. I'm on the clock, y'all. I be having Iron Chef by myself over here in my own kitchen. So I got to put something together. And all of those greens that I picked yesterday, I did post it. What I made from it. Ooh, it's actually delicious. Now, I made a good amount of greens. Like, I thought I put some in the container. I went back in that container and ate it. So I ate the other serving. A lot of times when I make food, I'll put another serving to the side. So if I get hungry. And the beautiful thing is I can eat all of these greens and not have to worry about going back for seconds. I didn't use any oil. I didn't need any oil. So pay attention if you have a sharp knife. All right? And I think I might have to do, let's peel some cucumber real quick. It's funny when you're on the clock, you just produce. I'm not using a bunch of oil, so I don't have a whole bunch of dishes to wash. I don't need a whole bunch of dish liquid. So I peeled it. And then whatever's left over. Ooh, child, I gotta get ready to get out the door. Should I save this one for liquid? Yeah, so I have a habit. I know cucumbers for me are clean water, so I don't have to worry about water out in the street because I'm just not big on eating other people's food. I've seen too much in the food industry. How many more people are gonna post pictures? Hold on, let me grab some tomatoes. How many more people are going to post pictures of what they found inside their food? To convince you that, yeah. People be finding creatures up in their food and be like, "Wow, we shouldn't eat that no more." And go right back and eat the same thing. What? Nah. You don't have to show me twice. You do not have to show me twice. So I'm putting together these greens so I have food. So I don't have to bring attention to my food. I'm on some special diet. No, this is just real food. This is not a diet. I like food fresh with living water. That's what I prefer. Right, so whole mess. This is a lot of greens. Like the cucumber. I think I'm going to make some spears. Put these in there. I have some nice, that organic, local. I think I'll cut this in chunks. Organic mulberry vinegar. Young lady made that local. All right, boom. Put my mulberry vinegar and spices. So this is a good amount of greens, y'all. I will be eating all of this. All of this. It's going to marinate down. So when I'm looking at the portions in Flower Fit Community, I'm always looking at the food. I'm looking at your ratios because it's going to click over time. We're not getting enough water in our food. So I have this. What else is laying around here that I can grab and go out the door? I don't really want any bananas, but I have some okra. I have okra. I have okra growing in the garden. And the mango is no ripe. Let me see what else is here. And I can get coconut water, right, while I'm out. So I'm grabbing and I'm going. I'm going to put my spices on here. I have different spice blends. One of them right now is my favorite. Ooh, child. You can get a whole bunch of spices and grind them inside of your coffee, the little inexpensive coffee makers, right? Which can be helpful instead of using so much fat. And there's nothing wrong with fat. We just want the highest quality. I'm going to use some organic mulberry vinegar, which smells exquisite. I'll put that right up in there. I'm going to marinate that in there really good. So I cut the greens up nice and small. So my hands are clean. So I'm going to do a nice marinade with that. Now I can get out the door. I'm putting this in a little container. Grabbing one of my little food bags and I'm gone. I'm gone. So I just wanted to express to you, like, it's like I just got a call. We got to leave. I got to get out of here in a few minutes. I didn't even add any salt yet. So salt you add last so you're not overdoing the salt. Then I can take off my little garden shirt and I'm out the door. But I'm not relying on nobody else's food. That's a setup. That used to be me at the events, at the buffet table where everybody's gonna dance for the scarf and everything down. I know exactly what's in it. I grew it in the yard. The red onion. Let me taste it. But I'm not ready to eat yet. This one I'm gonna bring with extra water. And we get out the door, chat. We get out the door. So everybody ought to create a great day on purpose. Be encouraged. Everyone can grow something. The 3 lifestyle practices: garden therapy, small space, big space. Everybody can grow something. Peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, doesn't deposit a whole lot of waste on your waistline, your colon, your arteries. And then a personal movement practice. I'll see you at 5 a.m. You can drag your little behind out of bed. Create a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Oh, you see, this is my hairstyle of the day, y'all. All right, see you soon.